boys rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic Sound, rolling down to old Maui. Just washed my hair and I can't do a thing with it. Hello everybody and welcome to our Wednesday night Sacred Pipe Ceremony. I am Patrick, your friendly neighborhood shaman, and we are going to do pipe ceremony. I am a little bit late. I am actually I've been running around like a chicken without a head today because tomorrow I am leaving on a vision quest. And so I've been running around making sure I have everything I need, making sure all the loose ends are tied up. And so I'm running a little bit late, I'm a little bit frazzled. Hey Cricket! So please bear with me. I'm still getting set up here. Rolling down to old Maui. Rolling down to old Maui. Me boys rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic Sound, rolling down to old Maui. I don't know why, but I've been listening to a lot of sea shanties lately and watching pirate movies. Not sure what that's all about. Okay. So, how is everybody doing? Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. If you're new here, I am Patrick, your friendly neighborhood shaman. And we gather every Wednesday night to do Sacred Pipe Ceremony, which I will explain in just a moment. Rolling down to old Maui, me boys. Okay. Skunk. Hello. Hi, Rosemary. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. I've said this a couple times already, but welcome. Thank you. If you're new, if you're just coming in, I will introduce myself a third time. I am Patrick, your friendly neighborhood shaman. It's so good to see you guys. Thank you for joining. I'm just getting settled. So tomorrow I leave bright and early to drive over to Central Washington and where I will spend Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, Monday morning by myself in the middle of the woods for a vision quest. And I know it's going to be huge because I am nervous. I don't normally get this nervous. I've done this a number of times, and this time I'm actually getting nervous. So I know that there's change in the air. I know there's something coming. Thanks, Rosemary. So, let me show you what I'm doing. So, preparing for the vision quest, I am making prayer ties. These are prayer ties. Yes, these are all prayer ties. These little ghost-looking bundles of tobacco. Each one of those bundles is a prayer. And I have a few more to do tonight after the video. And then I've got 4 different colors of fabric, and so I'll have 4 different strings, each one representing a different direction, element, etc. And so those will designate my personal solitary site in the woods where I will sit with my pipe and do ceremony all weekend long, asking for a vision, asking for guidance. Basically, I'm doing it with a group from Sacred Groves on Bainbridge Island. Therese and Terry, who are magnificent leaders and space holders for all kinds of spiritual things. And so I'm going with them. They're going to be at the base camp holding space for all of us that are going. And I don't remember what else I was going to say. I told you I'm just kind of... Anyway, so I'm going to be doing ceremony here tonight after the video. I'm glad to I love introducing people to new things. I'm glad to educate you, Rosemary. It's a very powerful thing. And I actually have prayer ties from I did this last year, and one of the facilitators made a string of prayer ties for each of us. Of course, over the year they got pretty tangled up, but part of the thing I'm going to do tonight is in preparation for the beginning of tomorrow's Vision Quest, which is a whole ceremony in itself. I'm going to burn these tonight to release the prayers and the energy from last year to prepare me for my prayers for this year. So it's kind of a big deal. I keep thinking it's like, oh yeah, I'm just going to go on a Vision Quest, la la la. But it is kind of a big deal. And so if that's something that interests you, check out, I think their website's sacredgroves.com, and they do this every year on Labor Day weekend. So, hello, Kingfisher. Oh, look. Stop. What am I doing? Where are you? Oh, see Kingfisher? If I could hold the camera steady. He's one of my spirit animals. We were here yesterday, and he sat on that branch for 20 minutes while I watched him. Normally, well, like now, he knows I can't really take a picture of him or anything because I'm on video, but he likes to play hide and seek with me. He'll show up when I can't take pictures of him. He'll fly by laughing at me. But what he represents, Kingfisher medicine, is about the halcyon days, the calm sailing, calm waters ahead. And so that's a very good omen. Thank you, Kingfisher. You'll probably hear him laughing in the background tonight. I think if I'm guessing that is a young one, because yesterday there was a second one flying around with him, and this one would sit on that branch and he'd kind of keep diving for fish. He did that like 4 or 5 times, and I don't think he ever caught anything. So I think he's a juvenile just learning how to hunt. And I think the other bird was either his mother or father. So it's like a young one just learning to hunt, which is kind of cool for me, going out, learning to hunt again. Hunt spirit, being the spiritual warrior. And when we started preparing for this quest I'm going on, I checked in with my guys to see what I had to do, or what was the intention, what was I going to get, like what was going to be the result of it, or what was my intention, what's the best intention to have for this. And my guide said, well, it's time to renew your subscription. So I'm going with that. And maybe that's why I'm so nervous, because I'm renewing my subscription. My subscription is up. I have to renew my subscription for this life. Anyway, if I get distracted, it's Kingfisher's fault, because I don't normally get to see him just sitting for so long. And while we were watching him yesterday, I'm going to post this on my Instagram. Oh yeah, I have an Instagram. You can check out Perching Wolf Studios on Instagram. I post pictures of he just dove for a fish. I don't think he got one. But we were watching him, and I heard some sticks breaking behind me. I turned around and there were 2 deer, like maybe 30 feet away, just looking at us. So that's him laughing. So we are going to do sacred pipe ceremony. Woohoo! If you're new here, if you've never been to a pipe ceremony before, well, the first thing we're going to do before we do any ceremony, we need to set sacred space. It's like setting an energetic container within which to do our inner work, to know that the spirits are holding space around us, holding a higher vibration around us, so that we're safe to let go of our own armor, our own shielding, whatever. We can let it go to better connect to spirit. And so we call in the spirits to hold space around us, and this is the way I do it. There is an infinite number of ways to do this. This is my method. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Bless us with your love and your light. Thank you. Aho. All right. Yeah, Valerie, young Kingfisher is back. He tried for a fish, he missed, but he is relentless. He's teaching me patience, to laugh at my mistakes like he just did, and to keep trying, and to keep that crest, that crown chakra open. So I love them so much. Anyway, welcome. We are going to do sacred pipe ceremony. And so if you haven't been to a pipe ceremony before, this is the sacred pipe. This is a sacred pipe. I freaked someone out a while back because I was like talking about the sacred pipe and how 19 generations ago, white buffalo calf woman brought the pipe to the Lakota people. And this woman's eyes got really huge. And I'm like, no, not this pipe, the pipe. So, and the pipe that white buffalo calf woman brought to the Lakota people is still being held by Chief Arvel Looking Horse. He's the keeper of the sacred pipe, of the white buffalo pipe. And so I am a pipe carrier of a different pipe, one that I made. This is my perching wolf, my wolf with the wings. And so the pipe, the stem is the divine masculine, the bowl is the divine feminine. He got something. Yay, way to go, Kingfisher. Kingfisher caught a fish. And so the bowl is the divine feminine. So when we put the pipe together, it is all of creation. It's kind of like, it's the yin yang, it's the hard and the soft, the dark and the light, all of the cosmos right here in our hands. And when I put the pipe together until I take it apart is one giant prayer. So when I put the pipe together, basically it kind of wakes the spirit of my pipe, and it creates a channel straight to Creator. So everything you think or pray or intend while the pipe is together goes straight to Creator. No stops, no obstacles, boom. So everything is a lot more powerful. So, well, thank you. Thanks, Rosemary. I am an artist, so I love creating things. And so at one point in the ceremony, I will tell you when I explain the ceremony a little more. I'm gonna blow a puff of smoke straight at my camera. And at that point, when I'm blowing it straight into my camera, through the magic of the internet, through the magic of the holographic universe, that is a blessing coming through that smoke, through my camera, through the internet, through whatever device you're watching this on, to your heart. And when I do that, that is the time to pray your biggest, bestest prayers, to set your biggest and bestest intentions, because like I said, it's when we put the pipe together, Great Spirit is here. So what it's going to look like, the first thing I'm going to do is light some sage and smudge everything on my altar here. Then I'm going to say a prayer asking permission to smoke in this place at this time. Then I will put the pipe together, and I'm going to put 4 pinches of tobacco into the bowl. And that part I do out loud. You'll hear the different prayers I give as I'm offering it to the 4 directions, etc. And then once I have the tobacco in the pipe, I have a song that my guides have asked me to sing before each ceremony that I facilitate. So I will sing that song. Then I will light the pipe, and I will blow breath blessings into the 4 directions, to Father Sky, to Mother Earth, to all our relations, and then to Creator. And then I'm going to pause momentarily for silent prayers with the stem to my forehead and the bowl to my heart. Then I will come back, and that's when I will take a big puff. I will probably relight the pipe, take a great big puff, and I will blow it at my camera. That is when you, again, pray your biggest, bestest prayers, set your biggest, bestest intentions, because there's no waiting, there's no filters, go straight to Creator. Then I'm going to continue to blow breath blessings for myself, for intentions that other people have asked me to pray for. I might momentarily sit in meditation, blow more breath blessings. And once it feels complete, I will come back, I will say another prayer, I will sing a song, and I will take the pipe apart. And that will be the end of the ceremony part. And then I'm probably going to talk for a little bit. My guides, I never know what I'm going to say on these things. I've been doing this for over 2.5 years now. And I've never run out, well, there was 1 or 2 times when I'm like, okay, I got nothing to say, that's it. But for the most part, I haven't run out of things to say. They always give me something. So, take one more drink of chai. All right, so here we go. I love hearing Kingfisher laugh. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the sky, may the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. We ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All our guides and guardians watch over us as we smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, Tuwabin, Shawnee, Majikiwas, and Waboose, there is always room for you in my pipe. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all my relations come smoke with us. Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors, may all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, to eagle, coyote, bear, white buffalo calf woman, bringer of the pipe and the law of good relations to the people. Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane Bayama Okane. Hey. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. We thank you for our lives. We thank you for your guidance, for holding us, guiding us, carrying us, loving us, and seeing us without judgment or conditions. Thank you for who we have been, for who we have become, and for who we are becoming. Aha. Ihi la ihi o. Ihi la ihi o. Ihi la ihi o. Ihi ihi la ihi o. Ihi la ihi o. Ihi la ihi o. Ihi. Aho. Hi guys. One of the perks of doing ceremony down here is puppies, doggies. It's interesting too because I've been coming down here for a couple hours every day for the last at least 2 weeks. I don't remember doing prayer ties and asking for guidance for my upcoming quest. And like I said yesterday, Kingfisher came and sat here for over 20 minutes, which is unheard of. We turned around, heard something rustling behind us, turned around, and there were 2 deer like maybe 30 feet away from us. I'm sitting here doing pipe ceremony and 2 dogs come down. There was like 2 German Shepherds. One of the things I want to do is reawaken my inner puppy. So there was a German Shepherd. Also to know that I'm being, dogs are guardians. Dogs are the gatekeepers. And so I know that it was a sign I'm going to be watched over. I can relax a little bit knowing that I'm being watched over. and the other German Shepherd, one was just a normal German Shepherd, the second one was totally black. And the interesting thing about that, my winged wolf, that is my totem animal, my power animal, the name of my business, Perching Wolf Studios, my pipe, is a black wolf. And so that was the closest thing I could get to a physical visit from him. So between Kingfisher, knowing there's smooth sailing ahead. Oh yeah, that's in twos, 2 deer and 2 dogs. You know, and the deer about learning self-compassion and softness, gentleness. The 2 dogs that just came. There were dragonflies yesterday. Dragonflies are about seeing through the illusion of life. Realizing that you're not this frail little body. Okay, so here is the story of Dragonfly. If you didn't hear it, I've told it a number of times during these videos, and if you haven't heard it, I'm gonna just tell it again because I love it. So once upon a time, there was this great and mighty dragon, and like most dragons, he was very arrogant and liked to boast about how powerful he was and how magical he was. And so one day, Coyote got tired of listening to the bragging of this dragon, and thought someone needs to take him down a couple of notches. And Coyote, knowing no one better than himself, no one better qualified than himself to do so, went up to this great and mighty dragon and said, "I bet you're not powerful enough to make yourself that big." And the dragon laughed in his face and turned himself into a dragonfly. The thing is, when Dragon turned into the dragonfly, he got caught in his own illusion. He thought he was this frail little body. He still had all his magic, all that power at his command, but he believed he was this frail little body. So when Dragonfly comes along, it's a reminder to you that, like Dr. Wayne Dyer says, you are a spirit having a human experience, not a human having a spiritual experience. Your default setting is spirit. You are a spirit. You have all access to all the power of the universe, and the physical body is just the channel with which to bring it into this world. Like in shamanism, we talk about becoming the hollow bone. We become the hollow bone through which spirit can move and affect this world. So there was Dragonfly. And then also yesterday, there was a nuthatch that happened by. And I normally don't see them here. I don't know if I've ever seen one in this location before, but nuthatch has been a regular participant in past vision quests. In the place where I'm going in central Washington, nuthatch is usually one of the first ones to kind of greet me when I get there. And so the fact that nuthatch was here, it was almost a preemptive welcoming, like you got this. And the message I got from nuthatch, one vision quest in particular, I'm watching nuthatch. If you've ever seen a nuthatch, they like hop down and up trees, but when they come down, they come down nose first. They just kind of go boop, 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 like upside down. And the message, I asked nuthatch for a message, and what he said was, do the unexpected. So, big medicine as I begin this initiation. And part of the nerves that I have, I think, is the fact that this is an initiation. It is a rite of passage. And like my teacher, Sandra Ingerman, says, if you knew you were going to survive it, it wouldn't be an initiation. Not that I'm expecting to die or anything, not physically, but the nerves and the anxieties coming up are the old story of me, the old part of me that is on the brink of dying in order to let the true me be born. So, big stuff. And I highly recommend if you ever, and you can even do little vision quests on your, there's a really, really good book. I think it's just called Quest by Denise Linn. And she has in there from the most simple quests, like a day quest, like afternoon quest, where you can just go sit in solitude, in nature, etc., to, the full 3 or 4 days fasting in the wilderness. But I try to do this once a year, like the big one. And I'll do other smaller ones throughout the year. I have a friend with a beautiful cabin in the woods where I'll go to be alone for a weekend or something, just me. But then I've got electricity and a bed and everything like that. This is like, I really can't wait. It's going to be me in spirit. Whew. It's exciting and it's a little bit scary. But then fear is the seed of courage. Without fear, there is no courage. I love this quote from, came from the movie Evan Almighty with Steve Carell and Morgan Freeman. And Morgan Freeman was God. And he came down to talk to Steve Carell's wife. There's a scene with them in this bar room or something. And he starts talking to her and she's like, I keep praying for courage. I keep praying for courage. And Morgan Freeman says, well, sometimes when you pray for courage, God doesn't give you courage. God gives you the opportunity to be courageous. And so that's what this is, an opportunity for growth, an opportunity to sit with those feelings, sit with the fears, have a peaceful death of my old thoughts and beliefs to make room for the new, bigger, better me, a brand spanking new me. So I literally will not be the same person. Next week, if you join in at this on Wednesday night for the next pipe ceremony, I will be a whole different person. I have no idea who that's going to be, but it's exciting. So this weekend, if you think of me out in the woods. I open myself to prayers, best wishes, and if you're having a great pizza or a nice juicy burger or something delicious, then think of me and eat for me. The very first vision quest I went on years and years and years ago, I fasted for the full 3 days I was there, and I never got hungry. But the people, hey Leslie, the people who were holding space for me in the base camp, my energetic supporters, were like stumbling over each other, just starving. They couldn't get enough to eat, and they apparently, so it really works. So thank you for any good energy you send my way, anything supportive, and eat for me. It is much appreciated. So I'm just tuning in to see if there's anything else for me to say. So I always, at times like this, I always think of boar medicine. As I'm going into this rite of passage, going from caterpillarhood to butterflyhood. Wild boar is probably the fiercest animal on the face of the planet. And around the world in different indigenous cultures, the rite of passage to adulthood is to kill a wild boar. Again, like I said earlier, thanks Valerie for going to DQ for me. Yeah, ice cream is good. And again, because you don't know if you're going to survive. If you survive a boar hunt, then you have earned your way into adulthood. And so I think of boar kind of embodies our inner demons, our fears. And, you know, when we're younger, those fears serve a purpose. It's like the fear of not crossing the street without holding the hand of an adult, right? And so that fear is actually constructive. It's like the casing allows the inner part of the seed to grow and to flourish. But eventually that seed has to push against that seed casing and has to break out of it, right? And so at the beginning, that fear is holding space for you, keeping you safe. But if you grow to adulthood and you're still looking for someone's hand to hold before you cross the street, then there's something developmentally wrong. So it's like we're continually outgrowing in kind of in concentric circles. We're expanding into bigger and bigger realities. And so boar is kind of the guardian. He embodies our fears to keep us safe within the confines of what we know. And then as we start to outgrow that reality, kind of like a snake shedding its skin, we start rubbing up against that perimeter. That's when we have to start facing our fears, looking our fears in the eye. And at that point, boar goes from being a guardian to becoming the gatekeeper. Because it's like the boss in a video game, right? You're leveling up, you get to the end of one level, and then you have to face the boss. And the boss is not there to well, in my opinion, my perspective, the boss is not there to take you out, to kill you. The boss is there to make sure that you have gained all the wisdom and the tools that you need in order to survive on the next level. So when you face your fears, boar is there as the gatekeeper to make sure you are ready for the next level. And if you can face it, you can overcome it. Even if you're quaking in your boots, by just facing your fears, you are taking your power back from them. Your fears are only as strong as the power you give them. If you run away from them, they get bigger and bigger, right? Because you give them that power. But if you can face them, even if you're quaking in your boots, if you can stand your ground, that fear dissipates and you step through it. And that again is courage. Courage doesn't exist outside of fear. Courage exists despite the fear that is present. So that is what I have to share tonight. So don't Don't be afraid of your fears. They do serve a purpose. And like Rosemary said earlier, it's like fear motivates us to expand further. It's how you use that energy. And if you're not ready to expand yet, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no judgment. You're exactly where you need to be. When it is time, like the seed inside the seed casing, you can't help but break out of that, right? You can't, because you have to keep growing. And eventually you will break out of that old seed, and when you do, you'll be ready for it. Whether you think you are or not. You know, once you level up, you're in a whole new level and everything is bigger, and you can look at it as scarier. Oh my God, how am I going to survive this? But just like in a video game, the universe gives you step by step all the tools and the skills and the wisdom and the experience you need to grow through this level to get to the next level. The universe is on your side. The universe always has your back. My favorite quote from Einstein that I constantly misquote: the greatest decision you ever make is whether you live in a friendly universe or a hostile one. They're mutually exclusive. If you live in a friendly universe, which I do, everything that happens is for your benefit. Everything is there as a stepping stone to a greater realization of your power, of who you are. And that is divine love and divine light. Joy is your default setting. And everything that happens is a pathway to that truth of who you truly, truly are. So, I think I will leave it at that. I'm gonna finish doing my prayer ties for my quest weekend before it gets too dark to see. And so know that I am always here. If you need a shaman, you can visit my website at perchingwolfstudios.net. You can check out all the different shamanic services I offer, what might resonate with you, from readings to healings to teachings. Oh my. And what else? And follow me on Facebook, of course. If you're watching this, most likely you're on my Facebook page. Please like my page. You can follow me on Instagram as well. And when we're done here, I am going to share this video to my Facebook page, as well as upload it to my YouTube channel. I have a Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel. So please check that out, subscribe, and like some of my videos. I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. And thank you, Jeff and Belle. Thank you, Jeff and Belle, for your well wishes. I can't wait to see you when I get back and let you know all about it. And so, please share this video. I hope you come back next week. Invite your friends. You can tag people in the comments, etc. If there's someone you think might get something out of this. Thank you, Jeff. You guys are amazing too. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Rosemary. Check in. So this is our cliffhanger for this week. You don't know who I'm going to be next week. So tune in and see who I've become. All right. So I'm going to release our sacred space now. Spirits of the earth. Spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, little world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. Aho. All right, my friends. Thank you so much. Thanks for your well wishes, for your thoughts and prayers this weekend, for eating lots of ice cream and cereal and oatmeal. I love oatmeal. It's my favorite food. So thank you again. I hope you join me next week. And anything else? I guess that is it. So I hope to see you soon. And until I do, know that I love you, that I see you, that I honor you. Have a wonderful week. I will see you next week. Go shining, everybody. Bye.